Today I am starting a new chapter in economics. The chapter is Money and Credit. In this chapter, first of all, we will understand the two terms, that is barter system, and second is the double coincidence of wants. Now, what is barter system? Before introduction of the coins, the exchange process in our country was barter system. What is barter system? It is exchange of one article for another. Exchange of one article for another. And goods are exchanged without use of money. So a person will bring article in the market, another person will bring another article in the market, and they will exchange themselves, and in this way they will get their goods which they desire. But the problem with the barter system is the double coincidence of funds. Let us understand this problem. Problem is both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other commodities. Then only the barter system will work smoothly. And here also there is no use of money in exchange of articles. So double coincidence of wants can be best illustrated through a picture. I told you, in double coincidence of wants, both parties have to agree. Now see this picture. This person is telling what? I will give you shoes for your wheat. Means this person wants wheat and he has shoes. Another person is telling, I don't need shoes, I need clothes. This person has no shoes, but he wants clothes. Another person is telling, I want shoes, but I do not have wheat. So these three persons, they cannot exchange their articles because their demand of goods are different. It means that the person who will have wheat and that person who will need shoes, then only this person will exchange the shoes with wheat. Otherwise, it will not be possible. So, a confusion is always created in the barter system in a market. So, until unless both parties agree to exchange their goods, then only the barter system can be smoothly used in the market. So, because of this problem, what happened? That coins were introduced in our country. Now, I will make you understand what are the uses of money and how the coins were introduced in our country. Let us have the glimpse of it. Now, Before understanding the history of development of coins, let us understand the meaning of money. What do you mean by money? Money acts as medium of exchange in transactions process. It acts as medium of exchange in transaction process. And for the first time in India, coins became popular in 500 BC. And those coins were called punch-marked coins. They were mainly made up of silver and copper. Let us understand the history of the coins in our country through a picture. This picture, punch-marked coins may be 2500 years old. Because I told you that for the first time the punch-marked coins started in 500 BC. It is now 2020 AD. So 2020 plus 500, it should be 2520 years old. So these coins, you see, it is made up of silver and copper. Now, as time passed, the Kushans were the first dynasty who introduced gold coins. And the gold coins which were introduced by Kushan, that were not in large quantity. In large quantity, it was introduced by the Gupta dynasty. So see the gold coins of the Gupta dynasty. Then Delhi Sultanate came and Tughlaq coins were introduced. These were of copper because Muhammad bin Tughlaq converted the silver coins into copper coins. For the first time, the gold coin was named as Gold Mohar by Sher Shah Suri. And it was continued by Mughal dynasty ruler, that is Akbar. And finally, you see nowadays this type of coin is being introduced, that is modern coins. So this is the history of development of coins in our country. Now let us understand the uses of money or coins. See the uses of money or coins. Helps in transaction of goods and services, because it is easy to carry to a place and we can exchange our goods and services with the help of coins or money. Acts as medium of exchange. It acts as intermediate in exchange process. Suppose I have got the money, I go to a shop, I want to buy some article, the shopkeeper is another person, and coins or money will act as intermediate between a shopkeeper and me. So it acts as an intermediate in exchange process. Now I don't have to carry all the articles which I want in the market. I will take the coins, I will take the money in my pocket. So it is easy to exchange or carry also, we can say. And the most important factor is that the problem which was in the barter system, that problem is being solved with the use of money, that is elimination of need for double considerance of wants. Now I can buy any good or any services I can have without carrying the articles in the market, and I can satisfy my wants with the help of money or coins. In the next video, I will talk of another topic of this chapter, money and credit